My name is Chris Mignani, and my project was on lucid dreaming. Basically, lucid dreaming is when you are conscious in your dream, and all five of your senses are actually working. So you feel the wind, you smell roses. It all feels completely real. And my question was, well, could I possibly lose this wonderful ability to, which for me happens every night, which is pretty rare. Usually people only get it a few times a week or a month or even a year. So what I have is pretty special. Now, basically, I didn't want to lose this because this has allowed me to study for math tests, English tests, design chess strategies, plan video game strategies. Basically, everything that my whole social life is dependent on what I could do and what I could think of in these lucid dreams. You know, preparing. Without it, I would not be able to think of philosophy ideas. Half the things that made me want to do the majors I'm interested in, I would never have occurred to me. So it's very important to me, and really, I hope to never lose it. As it turns out, through all my research, going to Lucid Institute, which is a organization that does actual research, reading psychology blogs and other stuff written by psychologists, I have determined nothing to say that I will or will not lose it when I go to the different geography and different setting and different lifestyle that is the college I'm going to. That said, there are ways to amplify it, and I learned a lot. I thought I had determined, myself actually, I should say, been able to do the maximum potential. But there's I thought that I had achieved all that I could achieve in a lucid dream, but there's actually so much more. You can make them more stable. You can build them more. You can really fly and feel like what it is to fly based on your perceptions. There were things I didn't know that lucid dreaming could feel like it could be done with, that I learned. And I also learned things that could be done to make it more stable. For instance, if you want to make it more stable, there are soundproofing, You put on there's a special sleepwear that you put on to block out light and sound and stuff that would normally impact your dream, things that might awaken you or cause shifts. Also, if you have trouble waking in the dream, such as what I mean is becoming conscious in the dream enough to influence the dream, well, then you could actually have, in addition to the soundproofing or aside from it, a little key sound. So basically, you put a headset on it. It makes a specific little sound that you then hear in the dream, which wakes you up or makes you conscious. Because when you hear it, you can train yourself to say, "Oh, this is a dream. I am now awake, and I want that wall to disappear. I want a rainbow to appear." You know, whatever you want to happen can be then made to happen, and you can analyze a scenario. Another thing to know about lucid dreams is that, unlike in normal dreaming where you think everything is one-sided, it's all you really. The other figures in the dream, other people you meet, they can have their own developing personalities, and that indicates that the lucid dream is not all you, because there can be all sorts of things going on in a lucid dream. I mean, it's very hard to explain what a lucid dream is to anybody who's never had them or never had a complete one. Because, really, if you take how you feel in real life, if you break it down to the very basicness, all the feelings, all the sensory details, all the emotions, interactions, conversations, the taste of food, the need to eat, all this stuff, you take that and now you just put it as when you're asleep. That's happening too. And it's very hard to understand. A lot of people don't even believe in lucid dreaming, but it psychologically has been proven to exist scientifically. You know. So anyway, through the research, there's also seminars you can go to, programs that train you to dream better. They give you advice on it. Some people say drinking tea helps. Other people say certain vitamins help. But really, those haven't been scientifically proven to help yet. All we know for sure is that there is a machine, like the sounds, key sounds to hear the dream that can help you. Or things like, in your dreams, the only time you'll get into a brown car is in one of your dreams. So, if you know that, and you see yourself getting into a brown car, well, now you know, okay, I'm in a dream. In my case, the sky in my dreams is always red. Hazy, cloudy red. And it never is not that, And so I always think that if I'm not sure, I always look to the sky. Now, if somebody's calling to me to wake me up in the morning before school or work or something like that, I hear their voice, but I'll hear it coming from the sky. So if I look up to the sky, hearing a voice, which would be totally out of place in one of my dreams, then I will also see the sky and realize, hey, I am asleep. It's that voice is calling me to wake up. It is time to wake up. So that is one of the benefits of how my system works. But for other people, well, I should say what is unfortunate about my system is that oftentimes I achieve consciousness when that voice is calling me, or when the alarm clock is going off, or when that song is playing. But the problem with that is it could also destabilize the whole dream. The whole dream could collapse, and that's one of the problems with lucid dreaming is people can't keep the dream stable. If you interact with it too much, it can totally shift. If you have a deepest fear or something that haunts you in your subconscious, a trauma of the past, that could appear in the dream. It could get in the way. It could totally just mess with your head and make it. Hey, if you're conscious in a lucid dream and it turns into a nightmare, it's even worse than a normal nightmare because now you're fully conscious. It feels completely real. So whatever this horrible thing that could only exist in a dream now feels like it's actually existing in real life. And say your dream shifted to the setting being your house, and you're dreaming in your room where it's exactly as your room was when you went to sleep because that's your last memory of the room. Well, now you're dreaming that this monster is chasing you around your room. Even if you succeed in waking up, you're still not going to be suspicious that there's this monster on because it's now the exact same room that you thought you saw in your dream. So that is the problem. And obviously, in my case, if I'm in a house, you probably see the sky, so I'm not going to know that I'm in a dream. And when these dreams shift, you could lose consciousness again. Some people do, some people don't. Sometimes some people do, and sometimes the same people don't. It varies. But there are ways to control, like controlling panic, controlling excitement, subtly changing the dream to gradually and subtly, really. Both of those can keep the dream stable. So those are all useful things. So while I didn't really learn the main purpose of my research was to determine, if I would lose the ability, I determined that there are ways that I could theoretically get it back if I should lose it. And also that there was so much improvement needed to be done. I mean, I now have a goal to be set, something to work on when I'm asleep, is to actually, instead of learning a new chess strategy, to increase my ability to dream. And that's going to be really fun. Well, that's really it for my presentation. But, since Mr. Steinbeck, you're the only one going to be hearing this, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do the research. I really enjoyed this assignment. Thank you.